Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to demo out some old vinyl plank, cheap stuff, and some carpet, and we are going to replace it with some high quality luxury vinyl plank. Okay, we got the vinyl plank demoed out, and lo and behold, the unexpected, there is tile over concrete underneath of the old vinyl plank. And not only in the kitchen, but also in the entryway and in a bathroom down the hall and another bathroom in the master. Well, that's all got to come out. And here you will see me demoing the tile out of the entryway and out of the kitchen. I am using a hammer drill and a chisel. I know they make machines for this, but sometimes those are expensive to rent. I didn't have that in the budget. If you know anything about tile, you know they use thin set to put it down. This was on concrete, so when you get the tile out, there is thin set underneath there, and there's high lines and things that also must come off the floor, but sometimes can be a real pain in the butt. What I do is I take my chisel in my hammer drill and I turn it upside down, and I use it kind of like a hammer to knock it off. As you can see, I am using a demo hammer that I bought from Harbor Freight many years ago. High quality, even though it's from Harbor Freight. A lot of people say, oh, don't buy tools at Harbor Freight, they're junk. I've had this for a lot of years, used it for a long time. And the chisel I just buy from Home Depot. It's like 35 bucks, so it's not too bad. As you can see, I covered everything with plastic. You're going to want to do that because the tile demo makes a huge mess. Sometimes it looks like a bomb went off. Okay, all the demo is done, and I am ready to start laying floor. But first, you need to take a straight edge and lay it on the floor to make sure that everything is flat. We did that with here, and everything is flat. You got a 1/4 of an inch in 8 foot is the standard. Okay, we started the floor. Normally you would start on the longest, straightest wall, but we decided to start down the hallway because that was the straightest wall we have, and it also worked out better for the tile demo. This picture here shows you the expansion gap. You got to have a 1/4 of an inch expansion all the way around the room to allow the floor to expand and contract with temperatures. Okay, here I go. I am going along the wall through the living room into the kitchen. I was trying to show you something here where you can line the plank up with the previous plank on the floor, and then you set another plank up there and draw a line down it. Keeps you from having to measure and keeps you from doing a straight edge. But all you could see was my backside. You couldn't really look at that, so I will show you again when we get to the end wall on the other side of the room. Okay, as I speed this up for you, I want you to notice that I do it in a staggered pattern. And we call it a random pattern, but it's not really random because it does have a pattern to it. But we start out with like a full one, and then we go with like a 1-footer, and then we go up to a 3-footer, and we go down to a 2-footer. So you have a stagger of like a 1 foot, 2 foot, 1 foot, 2 foot on each plank, so you don't have a stair step pattern. And what I mean by stair step is some people will go like a 4 foot, 3 foot, 2 foot, 1 foot. So you have a 1 foot stagger all the way across, and they'll continue that all the way across the floor, and you get it all the way across the floor. And also some people will half stack it where it looks like a brick pattern, and then when you look down, all you see is a line every other plank, and that doesn't look good either. Another thing I want to recommend is that you use your end pieces. When you cut off the end, take the rest of that plank and use it for a starter instead of cutting new starters and then using the end pieces every time, and then you have that big waste. You save on your waste, and it will also help you change up your pattern so you don't have as much repetitive pattern across the floor. Now I am ready to move furniture and to start the other half of the floor. We take pieces of our carpet when we demo, and we use it for sliders. It's just a little trick that we do, a little hack, instead of buying and carrying around sliders, and it keeps it from getting tore up. In this section, I'm trying to show you that if you have angles, especially if you have awkward angles, this happened to be a 45, so I really didn't have to do this, but you can lay the plank over top of like your tile right there, and then you can just put it exactly where it's going to go, and then just put a straight edge across it, and you can find your angle going both directions and mark it and just go out and cut it, and it works perfectly every time. You don't, instead of trying to do all that measuring and figuring out an angle and guesswork, you don't have that. Okay, and here you go. This is where I was trying to tell you earlier on the other wall. When you get up against the wall, you can lay planks out all the way across the floor and line them up with the planks from the previous. But start them out, we're starting exactly where they're going to go, but leave them back perfectly in line with the planks that were before. And I always use a smaller board because then if you have any bows in your wall, you can go around the bows with it. With the long one, you won't be able to do that. Then after you get them cut, you can come back and put them in place. Use a pull bar to tap them in the spot. We call it an angle banger, even though it's called a pull bar. Angle banger sounds a lot funner. I don't know why it's so much funner to say an angle banger than a pull bar, but that's what we do. And here you go. So the whole floor is laid. Now we got to go back in and put in all the cord around and the transitions at the doorway, transitions around the fireplace. There you go. You can see the cord around is going down as we speak, and we have transitions already in some of the doorways. There we have it. The job is done. Transitions in, cord around's done. Turned out beautiful. Customers happy. If you like what you see, please like the video. Comment any questions you might have. I'll be glad to reach out and answer them. We do this every day, so I can answer pretty much any question that you probably would come up with. Thank you for watching my video. I have many more videos to go. Please like and subscribe and follow. And I also have another account, Par for the Cause, that is a fundraiser trying to help people out. Please go visit that one too. Thank you.